Hello, Durud and Shalom. How's everyone doing? Make sure you like the stream. We're going to talking about taking out Khamenei by Israel, and we hoping that it happens soon. Whether it's going to happen soon, and why hasn't it happened already? You guys understand that taking out Khamenei would basically end the game. It would be game over. Everything would be done. I have some theories for why it hasn't been done already, but we will get into that. By the way, give me your theories in the chat. I'm gonna pay attention to the live chat so I could respond to your comments as well. But yeah, so right now the situation that we're in is that Israel is the only force that could liberate my country, Iran. Yeah, serious. There's nothing else. We have nothing else. We're Iranian people. We're not armed. We kind of need Israel, and we're hoping any day now Israel will come and bless us all, and save Iran, the Middle East, Israel, and the entire world by just taking out Khamenei. And we're going to be discussing why hasn't that happened already. And by the way, judging by the chat already, a lot of you agree with me. The cat lady was saying it was time before time began. Wow. Okay, this got a lot very philosophical. Yes, and a lot of people agree with me as well. Let me see. Yes, exactly. Debbie saying it's past time. Yeah, and then I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you seem to agree with me. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for liking the stream. Oh, happy 4th of July. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Oh, heavy gretel. Like the stream already. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, by the way, guys, is this a bad time? I see some Israeli people are. Is this a bad time for Israel? Is this too late? I'm trying to come up with the best time for all time zones. But let me know, Israelis in the chat. Is this too late? Is this too late? Or is this okay? Well, let me see. Okay, so let me actually give you some. When it comes to the capability of Israel taking out Khamenei, we know Israel has a very good record of always eliminating the people that they have said that they would eliminate throughout their history. Oh, hey, Nima is here. Hi, Nima. So I think just judging by history, Khamenei is a dead man walking. Oh, Barter saying happy 4th of July. Hey, Barter, Barter is here. Happy. Barter, you're an American, so happy 4th of July to you. And I can see. But do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like throughout Israel's history, if every time Israel made the decision that this person has to go, at some point that guy was neutralized, eliminated, liquidated. Is that a word? Oh yes, also Shabbat Shalom. Wow, it's 4th of July and also Shabbat Shalom. So we have had this is a huge red line has been crossed because we have had the defense minister Israel Katz said that this man, meaning Khamenei, absolutely should not continue to exist, openly pointing out Khamenei. That is crazy. That's crazy good. But do you understand what a major taboo that is? What a major red line has been crossed for Israel's defense minister to say something like that? By the way, guys, are there Israelis in the chat? Can you tell me? I guess they're all sleeping. Am I too late for the Israelis? I see Jewish Samantha is here. Am I too late for Israel? Oh no, Amir is here. Amir, are Israelis sleeping? Am I too late? I know it's 11 p.m. right now. I thought you guys are you would be awake by now. Oh, it's late? Damn. My bad. My bad for Israel. Right about time. Yes, no work tomorrow. So I thought it's 11 p.m. in Israel, but I thought like you guys don't have work tomorrow. So I should be fine. Oh, we got super shekels. Wow, super shekel. Mr. Mega saying here are some super shekels for your great work, Armin. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We got Zionist fund. We got funded by Zionists. I was always accused of being funded by Zionists, but now it's true, and I'm proud of it. Proud of it. I shouldn't talk like Ali Dava because a lot of people would not know the reference. I think that I just maybe if I do that, they're gonna think I just talk like that. So by the way, Um, Israel Defense Minister Israel Katz, that's his name. He also mentioned that in the 12-day war, that they would have taken him out. Like they were trying to take Khamenei out, but they didn't. If Khamenei had stayed visible during the 12-day war, he only survived by disappearing underground, which also confirms that Trump kind of saved Khamenei. Because if it just lasted a little, if the 12-day war was like the 14-day war, if it lasted just a little bit longer, Khamenei might not be with us today. And also, Netanyahu did not rule out the idea of taking out Khamenei, and he was arguing that the decapitation could end the conflict. But he was not as direct as your defense minister. I kind of like this guy, by the way. This Israel's defense minister, which is his first name is Israel, so he has the same name as the country. So his Israel Cuts. I like this Cuts guy. He's pretty direct. He doesn't hold back. He's like, yeah, we're gonna kill that we're gonna go after that guy. We're gonna kill that mother. Look, I can't say the K word. Shit, I shouldn't have said that on YouTube. Oh, Mr. Mag also 13 months for membership. Thank you so much. Saying like the stream, help the channel grow. Yes, guys, if you like the stream, the channel will grow. So, guys, what is your analysis in the chat? Is Israel right now capable of taking? So, my prediction came true. The ceasefire was not really a ceasefire. Didn't I tell you guys that when the ceasefire was announced, I told you that this is probably going to be more like what happened in Gaza and Lebanon? So, when we had a ceasefire in Gaza and in Lebanon with Hamas and Hezbollah, Israel was still carrying out operations. They just reduced the level of bombardment, but they were still there and taking out their whatever they needed to at any time. And I said that's going to be the same thing in Iran. This is why Khamenei is still in hiding. By the way, everybody was waiting for Khamenei to come out for some very important religious ceremonies recently, and he did it, which is the first time ever, which means that he's still in his hole. He might actually, guys. Let me tell you, Khamenei might even be. I'm not saying this is what's happening, but it could be true. He might be. He might have been taken hostage by IRGC. They might be hold. It is not completely out of the impossible. Like it's not completely. It is. There's a low chance that the IRGC is just holding him as a prisoner. Okay. Um, but Khamenei is still in his hole. He's still hiding. He's not coming out. Because Israel, even for how many days has it been? Has it been 12 days? 12 days after the ceasefire, Israel still completely owns Iran's airspace. They still completely control, like they have complete dominance. They're still there. Like there is a so-called ceasefire, and they're still taking out like there's still explosions. There's still drones. They're still taking out whatever they want at any time. It's just not a full confrontational head-to-head war like before, but they're still there, and they have Israel has said that they're committed into not letting them that there's not letting the Islamic Republic regain control over their airspace, which is fantastic. That means that every single IRGC commander or politician that is alive in Iran today, it's because Israel is just allowing them to live. Also, because Trump is not letting Israel do what it needs to do, which sucks. Oh, we got a super chat by Flying Robot Duck saying, if Khomeini, you mean Khamenei, Khomeini is dead. Oh, yeah, Khamenei. Sorry, no, sorry. That's an A. Okay, yes, you wrote it correctly. If Khamenei sees his shadow when he leaves his bunker, will he will we get 6 more weeks of winter? I don't know. This is the first time he was like, we don't have a record of that, because this is the first time that he's he's been in a bunker. So let's keep a record of that, Flying Robot Duck. So, I mean, what would be the use of that? This is going to be a one time. I don't think he's going to live like that long. Khamenei might actually be killed by IRGC right now. So, let me give you a conspiracy theory. By the way, Flying the Robot Dog, thank you so much for that. Was funny, and also thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. By the way, guys, if you do super chats, I will respond to the super chats. If you guys want to do super chats, that's a really good way to support the channel. Also, memberships. If you want to be a member, that's another way of supporting the channel. But let me give you one conspiracy theory for why Israel might want to hold not kill Khamenei right now. Okay. So here's the concern. Right now, there's a huge. We know right now there's a major internal conflict within the IRGC. So when I say IRGC, a lot of foreigners will assume that we're talking about this unified, uh, entity that is just working together with the same goal in the same direction. However, that is not the case. The IRGC has become so large in Iran, and they have become so vast and so all encompassing of the different political facts, different military units, different political units, different economic units. It's a beast of its own. If it's its own mini country, okay, and there are many different within IRGC. There are different political agendas. There are different groups. There are different alliances, and they are competing against each other. And because of the 12-day war, like these different groups, they were always competing with each other, anyways, for power. But now those competitions and that internal fighting has intensified because of a lot of all of their top leaders dying, and also the IRGC knowing that Khamenei could be taking out like this any moment. So the power vacuum, because you guys might not know this, but there were many people within IRGC that were already planning to take over the power when Khamenei dies, because the two main powers in Iran is the office of the supreme leadership and the IRGC, right? And n- other people are basically nobodies. Like the president is a nobody, the ministers are nobody, the parliament is irrelevant. Okay, these are the main powers: IRGC and the office of the supreme leadership. And we have already been seeing a shift of power from the office of the supreme leadership towards the IRGC in the past couple of years. And there were some people within the IRGC, like Bagheri, that IDF killed. Thank you so much. Like that was one of the people who was basically strategizing and was making plans for basically getting the power when Khamenei dies. Um, However, now a lot of those people are dead, and Khamenei seems to be almost dead or dying any moment now. So the competition and the internal backstabbing and fighting has intensified, right? So here's a concern. Some people, we in Iran, we called it the Third Republic. So the first so-called republic being Khomeini, the second republic being Khamenei. A lot of people think that the Islamic Republic is trying to survive the death of Khamenei by um, changing skin like a snake, like pustandozi. What is that in English? Pustandozi, when a snake. So basically, they're trying to, instead of keep the Islamic Republic alive by just getting rid of Khamenei by keeping the core, right? And so the problem is that some people think Khamenei is standing in the way, and if we take Khamenei out to, yeah, I'm just saying snakeskin. So basically, Iranians say that we have to be careful that if we're toppling the Islamic Republic might not actually be toppled. They might just change skin, like a snake would change their skin, and the main people, the problematic people that are the Islamic Republic, yes, they will shed their skin. It would just be um, a surface level change, and the core would remain the same. And the republic will continue, the Islamic Republic will continue in its third phase without actually the main, even if Khamenei is removed, that doesn't mean the Islamic Republic is gone, because the main main people, the main behind the scene people are still there, right? And a lot of Iranian people are worried about that. That instead of getting a toppling of the regime, they will get a, a skin shedding third republic, something like that, right? Um, I don't know if that's the best translation um, of what I'm trying to say. Okay, but I tried my best. Uh, so they and Khamenei is obviously doesn't want to that to happen because he's the skin. Okay, so a lot of people say that if you take Khamenei right now, the power vacuum would immediately be filled by some of these people, and those people might be able to give Trump what he wants, and then Trump will like it, and then the republic will be saved. So maybe it's useful to keep Khamenei alive for just a little bit longer because Khamenei is the guy who's like, we're gonna enrich uranium forever, and fuck the United States, and we're going to always be uh, said like our plan is of annihilating, destroying Israel is still there, and we're not gonna change any of that. So enrich uranium forever, aggressive against the United States, aggressive against Israel, and a lot of people who want the regime to be toppled, including Israel itself, they're like, "Hey, yeah, that's actually useful to us for Khamenei to keep those for Khamenei to maintain those positions. Because if we take him out, and then we get these other people come in and we're like, "Hey, guys, we're not going to enrich uranium and Trump, whatever you want," and then the Islamic Republic will just stay. So, and then that's not good. So maybe that we don't want the power vacuum to be filled with the type of people that we don't like. We don't want another version of the Islamic Republic to come and fill the power vacuum. So a couple of things are happening at the same time. A lot of weaponry is now being. Oh, by the way, Barter, thank you so for the super chat. I will read it soon. A lot of weaponry is now being shipped to Israel. A lot of people are like, ooh, if the second phase of the war coming? Like a lot of Iranians are like, oh, oh my god, what is this? Why is Israel getting so many weapons? Are we gonna are we here we go again? Because let me tell you, a lot of Iranians were disappointed that we had a ceasefire. A lot of Iranians were like, why are you guys stopping? Please do not stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? So now that a lot of weaponry is being shipped to Israel, a lot of Iranians are excited to like, are you guys gonna start this again? So that was one. Two, Netanyahu just got just got 2 weeks off of his court hearings, right? And Bardo was telling me that that's kind of like, this is this 2 weeks for another attack? So a lot of people are thinking that that might be the reason, maybe he's getting 2 weeks off because something important is about to happen. So maybe they're going to attack again. And hopefully this time they will take out Khamenei. And there was a third thing. Oh, yeah. And everybody's talking to Reza Pahlavi. Like the Americans are talking to Reza Pahlavi. The Europeans are talking to Reza Pahlavi. It seems like some people are excited because why is all of a sudden like you guys, these people always ignored Reza Pahlavi and now everybody is interested in Reza Pahlavi? Are you guys taking out Khamenei and you're just wanting to make sure that the vacuum is filled by an Israeli friendly, Western friendly guy? Because that's your guy, by the way. If you want the power vacuum, if you want to take out Khamenei, you need to make sure that you have the guy. Who's your guy? The guy that could fill that vacuum should be somebody that is friendly to Israel and friendly to the West. The only person that we have that is like that is Reza Pahlavi. So, and all of these are happening at the same time. So this is exciting a lot of people. Oh, Bardo gave us a super chat saying in US we call it same shit different pile. Exactly. Okay, that's a good way to refer to the Third Republic. By the way, if you heard the term the Third Republic, that's what we Iranians mean. Okay, so Khomeini being the First Republic, Khamenei being the Second Republic, uh, and the Third Republic just being a continuation of the Islamic Republic, which is basically a different pile of shit. So Khomeini was the first pile of shit. Khamenei was the second pile of shit, and we don't want piles of shit anymore. Okay, we're tired with all these with all this shit. So thank you, Border. That was a good way to explain. So Allied Atheist Alliance is saying, Armin, when you say Khamenei and Khomeini, it reminds me of that South Park episode with Markler. I forgot that episode. I don't remember that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we got the. So let me actually look at this. Oh, we got another interesting news coming in. By the way, did you guys like how my prediction came true when I told you the ceasefire is going to lead into a Lebanon-like situation where they're like, okay, ceasefire, but we're still here. We're not going anywhere, and this your airspace is ours now, and we will continue taking out whatever we want. That's basically what happened. It's now that's what the situation is right now in Iran. So I'm very oh, by the way, another theory that is being spread around in Iran. Oh, I feel pissing. Armin Nostradamus. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Barda is happy with me as well. Fantastic. Um, by the way, this is not my analysis at all. I'm just like I don't know how seriously I should take this at all. But I'm not telling you that this is true. I'm just telling you that this is what people are talking about on social media in Iran right now. Some people are saying that the only place where Khamenei can hide that would be a safe place for him, because wherever else he goes, he will be found and he will be eliminated. Okay. But some people think that they have dug tunnels under the embassies in Tehran and they're keeping Khamenei there. Meaning that, like, for example, under, I don't know, Sweden's embassy or Italy's embassy or whatever other country's embassy, Germany's embassy, they are under. So Khamenei is in a hole under those embassies, so that Israel cannot bomb him, because the embassies, these foreign embassies, the other countries' embassies, are in the way, and that's the only place where he could be hiding for Israel not to take the shot. Not to take the shot. He's in. Oh, Heavy Gretel, you have no idea how you right how accurate. Okay, so Heavy Gretel is saying he's in occultation with the Mehdi. Heavy Gretel, I don't know if you know this, but some Shias are flirting with that analogy right now. So it's very interesting that you said that, but they are playing around. Some Shias, some Iranian Shias are basically already started to suggest something similar. So, I mean, it hasn't even been 10 days and they're already bringing out their Mahdi analogy, which is funny. Yes, every Christian saying, oh my God, really? Yes, they yes, yes. I mean, they always like to compare him to Ali and now the Mahdi. So, but he's stuck in a hole and he doesn't look good. He looks very like he didn't come out for the deaf prayers, namaz yet, and now he's not coming for the Muharram ceremonies, which is a very important religious ceremonies that he was always involved in. So it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because a lot of his followers, a lot of the pro-regime people keep saying like, "Oh, we defeated Israel. We and like Israel, United States came down save Israel because we almost destroyed Israel." This is what they actually believe. They think in this 12-day war, Israel was this close to completely being eradicated, and then Trump came in and introduced a ceasefire, and they saved Israel. So it's very interesting because they cannot. But if you're winning, why Khamenei is hiding in a bunker? Like what the hell? And by the way, like they still believe that they took out 4 F-35s of Israel. They still believe that, and they ask, some of these people were asked, like, if you took out Israel's F-35s, if then why are you not showing us, their planes? And they came up with the excuse that, oh, China wanted to study these, so we sent them all to China. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, some say 8. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. They would get, like, they got 2, 4, 8. Like, they say they took out, some people, some pro regime people say that they took out 8 S-35s, F-35s of Israel, which is insane. And also, they're saying that they hope, some pro regime people, they're saying that they hope that Israel makes the mistake of continuing, coming back and attacking again, because this time they will annihilate Israel. Like that, they're saying that last time, the reformers in Iran, they betrayed us and they accepted the ceasefire, but this time we will not make the mistake again, and Israel will be annihilated. Also, I saw on Iranian TV, some of these pro-regime people, they were this is very funny. They were suggesting that, oh, the first time that the B-2 bombers came, they were caught off guard because of the infiltrators and the Zionists within the regime. But this time they're going to be ready, and they hope the United States sends their B-2 bombers again, because this time they will take down the B-2 bombers. These people have way too much confidence. Oh, by the way, I saw, was it the Wall Street Journal? Hold on, let me see. I took a screenshot. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Let me tell you something. Yes, the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal has an article called "Denial Runs from Egypt in 1967 to Iran Today." And I kid you not, in this article, they refer to the Monty Python sketch where it says, "This but a scratch, this but a scratch." You know the analogy that we kept on bringing for the past couple of years. We say this is I mean, we call it the victory of the anus over the sword. Okay, but we also mentioned that part of the split a scratch. We have been telling you about that for the past couple of years. And in this Wall Street, yeah, exactly. And we're saying no way. Yeah, exactly. In this article, this is just released in this article by Wall Street Journal. You could go look this up. I think this is not on paywall. Denial runs from Egypt in 1967 to Iran today. They actually refer to that sketch as the as I mean, this is so funny. Wait, is it behind the paywall? Denial runs. Maybe I could find. Is Don't be behind the paywall. Are you behind the paywall? Oh, apparently. Oh no, you are behind the paywall. God damn it! But I know it was maybe the part. Yep, no, the part that is I want is behind the paywall. Okay, but that was in there. That was in there. So maybe they watch my videos. No, I'm just kidding. But do you like it, guys? Like, I've been telling you guys this for years, and now after so many years, the Wall Street Journal is referring to that, which shows that this is a good channel to be on, right? Alternative. Oh, by the way, this also shows that the sooner we have Reza Pahlavi recognized as the alternative, the sooner we are going to be able to get Israel to just take out Khamenei. Because let's look at the multiple list of reasons why they haven't taken out Khamenei yet, right? One, they don't know where he is. Two, they know where he is, but he's in a place, if they take him out, it's going to be problematic. Three, they can take him out, but it's not the time yet because of the power vacuum situation. If that's the reason why they haven't taken out Khamenei, then we need to keep mentioning Reza Pahlavi and supporting him, so the whole power vacuum situation becomes less of an issue. Because the moment that it's the right time to take out Khamenei, then it's game over. That's the end of the Islamic Republic. What are the other alternatives? Oh, one option is that he's already dead. Let's not forget that. Um, is there anything that I missed? I'm sure there's something I missed. What are the other options? Mm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention to you guys that um, I think we talked about this or not. I don't know. Um, American politicians are now looking at the option of just allowing Israel to have B-2 bombers themselves, like just give United States B-2 bombers to Israel, which if that happens, that's unprecedented because as United States never has ever considered that doing that for any country. But even talking about that suggests that they just want that Americans are opening because they don't want to enter into this war. But it seems like they might be moving it in the direction at just letting Israel finish the job and not getting in Israel's way. The fact that they're even talking about that, just allowing Israel to just use the B-2 bombers in Iran if they need it, suggests that United States is coming to the conclusion, okay, it's too politically costly for us to get involved, but the Islamic Republic is not playing. They seem to not be learning the lesson. Like so, Trump's strategy was like, let's just go in and bomb them, and then they will come to the table and play nice after that. Given that we show our power. But again, Trump doesn't understand these people. Netanyahu understands these people. These people are not to be reasoned with. They're not to be like they can't. You cannot negotiate with these people, right? So Trump like thought like, okay, if I go bomb for Doe, they obviously are going to come and be more reasonable. And then Trump saw that Khamenei came out and said that we won the war, and then we had two of the highest religious authorities in Iran coming out and issuing a fatwa to kill Netanyahu and Khamenei and Trump. And then we had like Arakshi coming here and say we will never give up enriching uranium. So like, okay, I guess these people are not going to change their methods, and we don't want to get into war. So maybe we shouldn't. Maybe like Trump, I'm hoping is getting more into the direction of just allowing Israel to finish the job. I hope that's the direction that we're going. What do you guys think? Let me actually look at some of the comments in the chat. Yeah, that's not how it works in the Middle East. Well, I mean, yeah, mostly that's not how. Yeah, that's not how Khamenei works. Yeah, exactly. Flying robot duck is saying you can't reason with terrorists, religious fanatics. I mean, to be fair, Trump knows that. He has said that these people are hard to talk to because they're religious maniacs. So then why are you talking to them then? Yes, exactly. Everyone's gonna say, I'm not dead and therefore I won in an unhinged braid. That's actually their reasoning. That's actually the reason they give that they won. They're like, oh, the Zionist regime was not able to completely destroy us in 12 days, so that means we won. They went from saying that we can annihilate Israel any day as soon as we want to saying like, we if you come here and you basically take out all our officers, half of our launchers, all of our air defense, and we are not able to respond in any meaningful way. If you didn't manage to completely annihilate us in 12 days, that means that we're winning, which is a weird measurement of winning, but like weird standard for who's the winner. But okay, imagine if somebody comes and says like, "Oh, I'm gonna knock you out," and then you start fighting with him and you keep punching him and all his teeth, you knock out all of his teeth, and one of his eyes has fallen out, and has bruises everywhere. All of his bones are broken, and he promised that he's going to knock you out, and you have only a scratch, and he's basically half dead. He's paralyzed from waist down, and everything is broken, and he's underground. And like, I win because I'm still alive. That's basically the Islamic Republic right now. Like, I win. I win. Like, how did you win? We're like, oh, you tried to kill me and I'm not dead. So I'm the winner. Paul is saying beautiful flag. Yay. I'm glad you noticed. You guys like my flag? Let me see what else. Yes, FLP saying yes. Mustafa says no. Good. The people who don't like my flag, I'm glad that it pisses you off. Oh, because it's saying all flags are better with a cat on them. Well, I have a big one, a big cat on my flag. My cat has a sword. Yes, I don't know. I think that's a real flag, exactly. Lion and sun. Oh yes, Amir, thank you so much. That's sweet. Yes, we have some trolls here. Finally, they showed up. Guys, any theories for why Khamenei is still alive? Let me or and also when a lot of people in Iran are thinking that he's gonna die any minute now. Oh, but let me see. Are the trolls? Are the trolls here? I even hate this. Much better than the Islamic Republic's flag. Yes, I mean the Islamic Republic flags has an Allah in the middle. Anything is better than that, obviously. By the way, let me be clear. This is not a monarchy flag. This is just the official flag of Iran, right? So even if Iran does not become a monarchy and becomes a republic without a monarchy, even if that happens, this will still be the flag of Iran. I mean, it has no crown or anything. It's just like this is the official flag. Yeah, some Iranians were saying like they wish that if Khamenei goes down, he goes down by the hands of Iranian people, not by Israel. And I told them like, guys, stop, put away our ego. We should put away our ego. Whatever brings the end of the Islamic Republic, we should be thankful in whatever way is possible. Yes, but the trolls here are less aggressive than the Persian guys. When I go live on the Persian channel, I put a title when it comes to defending Israel, and then the pro regime people come into the chat, and they are mad. They are mad. They are. It's just so entertaining to watch them. Oh my god, it's so fun. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, it will happen. Once the Islamic Republic falls and we have the new secular democratic regime, the emoji will also change. But guys, if you put an Afghanistan flag right now, does the Taliban flag show up? Can you try? Like, if you do emoji flag for Afghanistan, what does show up? Does because the Afghanistan's flag has changed to the Taliban flag recently? Does the emoji change as well? Oh no, somebody just used it. It's the old one still. So when I highlight it, it doesn't show, but I can see that in the chat the old one shows up. So that's good because on Wikipedia, if you check Afghanistan, the Taliban flag shows up right now. Oh, yay! The trolls are here. Jay is saying IDF is equal to Nazi SS. Great argument, Jay. You showed us. You showed us. And Jay is saying Netanyahu is worse than Hitler. Wow. Interesting arguments. Fantastic. We're all convinced. Good thing you came in here and told us. Oh, wait, the Syrian flag is still the old one? Really? The Syrian flag hasn't been updated in the emojis? Yeah, Philip is saying very original as always. Yeah. Imagine if Yemen got the Houthis flag exactly. Oh, here. Let me see. Zone is saying, Armin, can you recommend to Israelis to improve their soft power and culture exchange? Right now, people around the world, like Asia, have no contact with one, so they only rely on horrible propaganda. I saw there was a pro Israeli protest in South Korea, which was, I still remember, so by South Koreans. Oh, I actually saw an anti-Israel one as well. Never mind. So I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I mean, Israel is too busy right now trying fighting its enemies. We should like Israel should do that once they eliminate the Islamic Republic. So Israel is too busy surviving right now against all her enemies. So, but yes, there needs to be a lot more investment in Israel's image all around the world. I mean, it would be some once Israel gets rid of the Islamic Republic and we don't have terrorists as as aggressively. I mean, terrorists being less funded. So stuff like October 7th would not be happening anymore if we didn't have the Islamic Republic supporting it, and then we wouldn't be having the situations like this in Gaza if we didn't have the October 7th. And then there would be less excuses to spread lies against Israel and make and spread anti-Israeli messages. I think the best thing Israel could do for its international image is to just basically get rid of its enemies first. That's the highest priority. Asian American, thank you so much for the super chat saying China flag is PRC over ROC. When should they change? I don't know. People Republic of China over Republic of China. Okay, so you're saying the party's flag is the country's that turned into the country's flag? That's I don't if that's what you mean. That's the situation in Iran as well. Islamic Republic was supposed to be a party, but they turned it into the official country, the entirety of the you know country. Oh, ROC is Taiwan. Okay, okay. It's funny how. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna comment on that. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. But we are basically just wanted to let you know that we Iranians are counting the days. Let me know if Israelis watch this later. Let me know if this was too late for a show for Israelis. But we Iranians are sitting back, and many Iranians like me are just looking at any sign that Israel might come back to Iran and finish what they started. And by finish, we mean taking out Khamenei. You have no idea how many Iranians are just like looking at Israel, their every move, every statement, everything that you know, any of your ministers would say, anything that Netanyahu says, any when Netanyahu goes to America, any sign, any weapons transfers or anything like that, shipments of weapons, any political statements by anyone else. That everybody is just looking for signs that Israel is going to come back. You have no idea how many Iranians were so sad. Like it was one of the saddest days in Iran. The ceasefire that happened, like the wave of disappointment and sadness that we saw coming from Iranians that Israel is stopping the war was something I've never seen before. It was crazy. Like, because when the war started, there were so many Iranians that thought this is it, it's over, the whole thing is going to collapse. And when the ceasefire came, so many people were disappointed. No, somebody's saying, rise up then. You have no idea what you're talking about. Right now, the Islamic Republic is controlling the streets like crazy, and there are checkpoints everywhere, and there are people with guns everywhere. And two young boys were just killed, just because there was some tension with the guards when they were at one of these checkpoints just recently. It's very the level of presence of security is crazy. Like, if anybody just comes out and just the smallest chant as a protest, it would just be taken out right there and then. It's crazy, the level of control. The regime is right now very afraid of an uprising, and the presence of security officers on the streets is very, very heavy, because they are really scared. Yeah, hypocritical saying overwhelming a whole entire government is actually very, very difficult. And guys, please understand that when it comes to anti-riot strategies, modern weaponry allows the regime to kill a lot more people with fewer officers. Like rising up 20 years ago was easier than now. The amount of It's much easier for a lower number with with some of the modern weaponry that the regime has bought for Russia from China. They could basically cause a bloodbath with fewer people on their side. So we need upright the Iranian people. You cannot claim that the Iranian people lack courage, because they have tried an uprising multiple times, and they have paid the heaviest price for it, okay, with no results. So to get an uprising, we need a neutralization. Like, we need a lot more support, we need a lot more. Israel was actually getting to the phase of the war that was focusing on the bases and the people who were focused on suppressing the people. And if the war continued, maybe that was the direction that we were heading. But right now, as things are, it's very unreasonable. Like, it's very difficult to see how could the Iranian people rise up. I mean, if the Islamic Republic is good at nothing except hurting its own people. That's the only thing that they have mastered. So it's too much of like, if you think it's that easy to rise up, I mean, rise up and then what? Rise up with no arms. You're just going to have a sea of people in front of bullets. And even if you have millions of people in the streets, if you're being shot, like, that's not going to actually topple the regime. What do you think is going to happen if millions of people are in the streets? How are they going to topple the regime if they're just being gunned down? So we need a lot more support before that happens. So Debbie saying, Armin, if that's the case, how do you propose it happens since they don't have arms? We need Israel to come in and take out a lot more of the regime, eliminate a lot more of the regime, a lot more of their bases. And once a lot of them have been neutralized, then take out Khamenei. And then so three things need to happen. There needs to be a lot more support for Reza Pahlavi, so that when Khamenei is taken out, there's no power, there's no um, even a chance of a power vacuum. So supporting Reza Pahlavi, officially recognizing him, officially and promoting him. One, two, Israel getting back into Iran, taking out all the IRGC bases that could be used to attack the Iranian people. That's number two. Three, and that would be the final signal for the Iranian people to rise up, taking out Khamenei. Those are the three steps that are necessary for this to happen. All right. There's my answer. And that would be the we could close this chapter. That would be the end of a great evil. A great evil in the Middle East. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go make sure you like the stream. Make sure you recommend this channel. Make sure you tell people to come to Atheist Republican YouTube. We have some great discussions here. It's really fun here. You guys agree? We have really good discussions here. Oh, I felt people saying thank you, Armin. Well, thank you. Yes. So tell people how great this channel is by recommending us and telling them that they must subscribe here. Yes, best channel. That's exactly right. Oh, also, guys, if you want to support us beyond just liking the stream, also make sure you hit the bell notification. Okay. But you could also become a member. Memberships, that's a really good way to support the channel. And also, you could do super chats. All right, guys. I'm Israel Khai. Javicha. Mwah. Till next stream.